So again guys, this one's come in its original chipper. Again, it's another one I've bought on the second-hand market. I actually got this one from the same guy that I got the C3PO from, so I bought them together as a pair because I really wanted this version of Han Solo, which you'll see in a moment when I get it out. Well, you can see it on the box anyway, it's really actually got written on the box. I really wanted this one, and I now need a Chewbacca to go with it, which hopefully I'll have one of them pretty damn soon. And here we can see the actual thing itself, the box itself, with the Han Solo version on that I wanted, not the newer style one. Box itself doesn't have much on it, Disney written on the bottom there. On the back, movie masterpiece, with all the warnings and what have you on. The front, the top of it, says Star Wars written on it. And there we go guys. This one though is back to the old style shoe style box ones, so I'll get the front off and show you what the next bit is. So you can see the next bit has the actual inlay in there. We can just make out the Millennium Falcon in there, Chewbacca at the bottom with Han and a couple of pose. That's why really at the end of the day you want a Chewbacca to go with this, and that's an actual picture of the actual figure itself, so it's pretty good. And the front of the box is a thick picture of the figure. You drop that down and now we go. There you can see the figure itself with a few of the accessories we'll get, but we're going to get them up properly, show you them properly, and then you have a proper close-up of what you're getting with it. So there we go guys, that's what you're getting in the box, in box. So accessories wise guys, you can see here you got a good few sets of hands down here, so that's not bad at all. Let's first get these out of the way. The obligatory crotch grabber, which again thankfully I'm not going to need. He stands up pretty damn well on his own. You do get his stand, which again looks like a part of the great enough the Millennium Falcon, and you have there Star Wars Han Solo, which is a good thing to see that it actually has. If you want to put it on there, then you've got the thing there to show who it is. And then of course we have, as always, spare sets of wrist pegs, which you always hope you don't need, but the chances are you possibly will at some point. Then strangely we have this head. Now if you can look at it, you can see there that the reason you have this head one is that it's got a place for the headset to rest in his head, or on his head should I say, and inside you can make out there that it does have a magnetic thingy to it, so it will just attach magnetically to his head. That is for this to sit on. As you can see here, just trying to move it so that I can see a little bit as well. Yeah, the headset he wears when he's sitting in the cockpit of the Millennium Falcon. And when he's talking to, especially at the end, you remember it really well at the end when he's talking to Luke, when Luke's trying to destroy the Death Star. I must apologise if you can hear any noises going on outside, but my man cave doesn't have any sort of thing to stop the noise from outside from coming through, so you have to bear with that. And then of course we have his gun. I'm not sure how well you're picking this up. Again with this one, because it's a blaster, there is no moving parts on it, so there is nothing can be taken off and altered or adjusted. You know, the thing doesn't move up or anything else. That is how it is. That's what it is. That's what you're getting. You know, but still, to me, very good piece, sculptured well. And we'll have a few hands. I'm not going to take them all up, but you can see you have hands for each side, which is good that you get that. Let's see if I can hit this to home in better. The light's not too great. Bear with me, I'm going to switch this light on and see if I can get it better for you. Here we go. Got the light on it now, so hopefully we'll be able to see it a bit better. And the hand sculpts, you get a few gloved ones, one for each side. As you can see, your left and your right. You got a gun holding one without. So I don't know if you're picking up the details. There's not much details on the back of his hand with this one. You can see there, gun holding hand without. He actually has a gun holding hand on him with the glove. You have the sets here. As you can just possibly make out. See on the back of his hand. This is a beautiful piece. So you can see you've got a few sets of left and right, gloved and ungloved there. That makes up the accessories for this guy. Oh, now we can drop one. There it is. Again, you have another one that's sort of basically like he's holding something. I think this thing's having trouble focusing, which is a bit strange since I'm using the bloody new Samsung S10, but I'm going to have to try and get used to it. It's a little bit different from the old one. And what's last I'm going to show you is just a quick glance at this one. Again, it's pretty much the same as the other one, just holding that idea of holding onto something. Maybe it's like if he was in a cockpit holding onto these what you classify really as like the steering wheel type thing. And there you go. So that's the accessories, guys. That's what you're getting with them. Now let's show you the character himself. And now you can see Han himself looking pretty good from this distance. Yeah, not bad at all. That's probably the type of pose you probably have in Halloween, something similar to that, or the one that's on the box behind. You'll have them in some sort of thingy to this, and that's what I'll be looking at when it comes to it. See what I fancy doing. But right now we're doing a quick review, so let's get on with it. Let's get a closer look at this character. So this guy does come with the sort of standard amount of articulation that you would normally get with these types of characters. His head can bend to one side, the other side, down a little bit, up a little bit, and looking straight on. Of course, when you move him a little bit, it then alters his ankles, which then makes him fall over. Look at that. That's one of the worst things. That's why sometimes I think a lot of people do like to use the stands for them. Articulations in the shoulders aren't too far, but they can't be moved. And it's nice and tight, thankfully. Again, it's obviously elbow joints. They're on like a ratchety style system. Same with these wrists. They've got the, you can turn it. They also have a ratchety style system to maneuver it. But every time you actually mess on with them, it affects the ankles, which then makes it harder for us to get them to stand up, which is one of my little concerns about it. Yeah, he does have articulation in the knees. Not much, again, but you don't need much. In fact, actually, to be perfectly honest with you, that is an amazing amount of articulation. I didn't realise how far they go back, but really you wouldn't need them to go that far back. It's a double bend. The only thing I've got with it is the boots. Okay, you can see the boots, how that's there at the back, looks unsightly, and that's because of the ankle articulation. You have a lot of ankle articulation now, which I don't want to really go through because it's took us a while to get the boots to come out to this type of degree where it doesn't look quite as bad. But you can think when you're articulating the ankles around, it's affecting the boots, especially at the back. Thankfully, you won't really be looking at it from the back. Yeah, but it does affect the ankle articulation on it, and it makes the boots look terrible. Yeah, I mean, it really can sort of make them boots look quite bad. I'm just trying to get him to stand up again on his own, because that's the tough one, because I need him to be able to do that when he's in the detail. Because like I say, I don't like using actual this one, but there you go. I'll give you a close up on his face to let you see how good or bad you think that is. So let's get a close up on certain bits. So yeah, his hands, face, close up. It's really tough getting this camera to focus in the way I want it to. Yeah, that hurts my bloody eyes. I don't think it's too bad for a sculpt. It ain't perfect, but it is probably one of Hot Toys' earlier style ones. Well, it ain't bad. It ain't great, but it ain't bad. And you really can barely tell where the actual thing can come off. You know, I think really so when you look a bit closer, see if I can hold this away where I can get my finger in. It's just here where the break is. So it's only really when you look close, but it can look like it's like the part of the folds of his hair. You know, that's they've done it in quite a good way that it looks like it's parts of the folds in his hair where the actual thing can come off itself. So that's pretty good going, guys. I'm pretty happy with that one. I just can't wait to get a Chewbacca now to go with him and pose Chewbacca and him together. I think that will look absolutely fantastic. There we go, guys. That is Han. There he is. That's probably somewhere similar to what the final pose will be when I get him with Chewbacca. It's something similar to that. I think that looks pretty cool. Just needs a bit of tweaking, I think, here and there, because I'm not the greatest of posers when it comes to that. I'm not a stereotypical poser. But here we go. There's my Han Solo, and I think that's pretty damn good on the whole. This is the Bearded Nerdy Oaf. Thanks for watching, guys. Please like, comment, subscribe, or dislike. And I will catch you in the next one. It's a Bearded Nerdy Oaf, and I'm out of here.
So what I believe you were trying to say is thank you.
Thank you?
You're welcome.
What? No. I didn't. I wasn't. Why would I ever say that? I mean,